Mack's been in India for quite a number of years, but more recently there's been a big focus and push to develop a world-class facility there in India around the request of a customer. We had a customer over there who said one of our pressure points and pain points is a certain area around lead times and importing of some of the materials they use in their bigger products, and came to us with the request that if we could set up a facility in India, they would be happy to use us, to qualify us and use our products in their larger componentry they were building. So it was almost a case of build it and we will come with them. But we took the opportunity and made the investment and built a facility over in India, which was inaugurated a month ago. And that's given us that capacity now as we go forward to become accepted by them as a supplier and then move forward to making sales to the business. One of the big challenges that we've faced in getting the India plant working and ready and working effectively is there's probably two big ones. There's one around expectations that are placed, and I think it's expectations on both sides of the fence. You've got the expectations from us onto the Indian team, and that's around setup and speed of work and quality of work and how it should all look and regulations, and that can be challenging to work through what those expectations really, how they're interpreted from each side of the fence. There's also expectations from them onto us, and certainly difficulties in terms of what do they expect from us and how should we be working, and sometimes you have a whole different set of experiences that bring in a level of expectation on us in terms of speed, cleverness, way of working, etc. As an established company now 75 years old, a lot of old methods, old ways that have served Mack very well in the years to become the brand that it's become, however, aren't necessarily global or also conducive to a good relationship between two very different cultures. So getting work through that has been really important. One is looking carefully at the depth you have in your business back here in Australia. Going overseas and offshore, it's very distracting to your day-to-day work that you've been doing up until the point that you entered the offshore market. And most likely you'll take your best 2 or 3 or 4 staff with you in the various functions to help you do that as well. And what that means is you're left in Australia with a team that's coping without you and your best 2 or 3 people. The importance of having the depth in your company to support the business and make sure it continues to run effectively is critical, obviously, if you think about it. Going into a different country, I think the other thing that's really important is the relationship. As you would have it here in Australia, relationships, etc. with people is really critical. When you're working in a foreign culture, it's more of a strain and less natural because the relationships aren't as easy to form because everything's different in terms of the people, the culture, the humour, the language, the laws, it's all completely unique. So the ability to form that relationship will allow you to make mistakes effectively and not harm what you're trying to achieve. Certainly with that really good bond between yourself and your counterparts, your team and their counterparts, will allow you to make mistakes, will allow you to miss deadlines, will allow you to forget things, and they'll accept it and help you through it as opposed to just setting expectations, demands and getting frustrated from their side as well. So really focusing on that through lots of trips and visits from you to them, from them to you, them to your team to make sure that everyone's on the same page with that, and building those bonds really helps make that effective and become a success story.